Okay, today our video is about evaluating algebraic expressions. And the first thing we need to do to talk about this topic is to review PEMDAS. Okay, PEMDAS, or order of operations, which basically just means anytime you're doing a math problem, there's a certain order you have to go in to solve that problem. And the order is: first, you solve anything that's in parentheses. Second, you solve exponents. Third, multiplication and division, which, remember, are tied. It's not that multiplication comes first and division second. It's multiplication and division. They're tied, and if you have both of them in the problem, you just move from left to right across the problem like you're reading. And then finally, addition, subtraction, which also are tied with each other. So addition, subtraction, again, you just move from left to right across the problem if you have both of those in that problem. Okay? So PEMDAS, we've got to know that to start this out. So let's go ahead and jump into it. This first problem, we have A plus B over C. Now there's no way to solve this problem if that's all I give you, but in problems like this, they will also tell you what all the variables are. So here we see A equals 12, B equals 3, C equals -5. Well, in order to solve this problem now, all we have to do is substitute these numbers in place of the variables that they stand for. Okay, and then we will be able to solve the problem. So let's go ahead and do it. In place of A, I'm going to write the number 12. So for A, we've got 12. For B, we've got the number 3. And all of that is going to be over C. C is -5. All right. Now we just have to use PEMDAS to solve this. Now, I want to remind you real quick something we've learned last year, that anytime you have this fraction bar here, remember, everything above it is kind of like it's in invisible parentheses. Same thing with everything below it. It would be in invisible parentheses. So the first thing we're actually going to do is this 12 plus 3. So 12 plus 3 is 15. So what we have now is 15 over -5. And now we only have one operation left to do, and that's division. 15 divided by -5 equals -3. And there it is. We have evaluated the expression, and we found that it is -3. Okay? Let's just do one more. This is not going to be a long video, just a few examples. We've done things like this last year, even probably back in 5th grade you all did, so it's not new. We're just kind of refreshing ourselves on it. This next expression is 5x to the third y squared. And we see that x equals 2 and y equals -3. So we're just going to go ahead and sub those in. So we've got 5. Instead of x to the third, it's 2 to the third. And instead of y squared, it's -3 squared. Okay? All right, well, the first thing we do is exponents. Okay, exponents. So 2 to the third power is 8, not 6. This is a common mistake. Think about it. 2 to the third means 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 times 2 is 8. So this becomes 8. And then -3 squared. That means -3 times -3. A negative times a negative is a positive. So what we actually end up here with is 9. So now look at what our expression is. It's 5 times 8 times 9. We've just got multiplication left, so let's multiply left to right. 5 times 8 is 40. So we've got 40 times 9. And then 40 times 9 is going to be 360. So that's our final answer. When we've evaluated that expression, we get 360. All right? So all you're doing is substituting numbers in place of variables and then solving the rest of that expression using PEMDAS. Don't forget to answer the question that's in the description on this video, and I will see you tomorrow.